What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Ktreyyyy, and I'm back with another video. Look, man, I'm doing something different. Whoa, I'm ashy. Be right back. Alright, I'm back. Look, y'all, so y'all can see by today's title and thumbnail, we're doing something different. So I've been talking to myself, asking myself, and looking on Google and all this stuff. Is it possible to ride a Suzuki Hayabusa with no exhaust? And what I mean by that is, I plan on taking the mufflers off. See how that sounds. If it don't sound too pleasant to me, if I want to go a little louder, I'll go further and take the mid section off that leads to the caps and the headers. So that's what we're going to be doing today. So I planned on doing this yesterday, y'all, because I was going to a meet yesterday, which y'all see in yesterday's video. But when I got to the pre-meet spot to cruise to the meet, I seen a Gen 3 Hayabusa, and dude took his mufflers off, and it sounded so beautiful. So I was kind of jealous. I told him, like, bro, I'm kind of jealous because I thought to do this, but I didn't have time to. I didn't really get to do it. So I'm doing it today. We're gonna take the mufflers off, see how it sounds, see what's up. If it's not loud enough for me, if I'm not liking it too much, I think we're gonna go further. So y'all stay tuned. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Let's get to it. So I'm gonna give y'all a quick walk around on what I'm talking about. So these big, huge canisters here. Uno. And dos. We're taking those off. My cover is off, y'all. I haven't put it on yet. I took it off last night. Then, so what I meant by if it's not loud enough, I was gonna go further, like the midsection. I mean, from like here back to here, I believe. That's where on both sides you'll see the catch right there. But on both sides, you have a pipe like this clamp. Then it's it separates from there. So I'll take both sides off if I feel like it needs to be louder, which I feel like right there would be good enough, but we'll find out in just a second, so y'all just stay tuned. So before going any further, we're going to do a cold start on the stock exhaust before going any further. So as y'all can see, I gave y'all a couple cold revs, and I shouldn't have, but I did. It's too late now. So now we're gonna take this exhaust off, so let's get to it. So first we're working with a 12mm. So I'm just gonna take my wrench and break her loose. Y'all didn't see that, we definitely meant to go left. Wait, why is it getting tight? Okay, there we go. Kind of scared me there, buddy. One thing I do want to encourage y'all, make sure y'all don't misplace your bolts and screws and stuff, because just in case you want to come back later, and as I'll tell y'all that I drop a piece. Now she's loose. You know what? I'm going to keep that in for now, just so when I drop it down here, it won't just fall. So I'm going to keep that in for now. Now here we probably have the same size, probably some more 12s. So if I'm not wrong, it should be a 12mm back here. Wait, what the fuck? Oh my gosh. Am I tripping? Am I tripping? So the socket is a 14. So the bolt is a 14. So you want to use a 14 socket or a wrench. I found it better to use a socket. At least on this one, we'll figure it out on the rest of them. But on this one, I found it better to use a socket. Okay, y'all, look. So to get this off, you'll need a 12mm wrench or a socket here, which will remove this screw and this backing piece, this nut. Also, on the back end of the exhaust, there's 3 14mm bolts that you have to remove. They also have washers that come with them. To fully remove this silver clamping piece here, you'll have a clamp on the other end. Just get a flathead to remove it. So now this exhaust should be ready to move off. This is number 1. Let's take the other side off. Now, before we get any further, I do want to encourage y'all to not lose y'all screws in y'all bolts. If you can, put them back on the exhaust, like the ones that came off the exhaust. I'll just slide them back on, slide the washer on, slide the screw on. That way, I know where they are. I will not lose them if I put them in the bag and misplace them. Yeah, new screws at the bike, even though they're not that expensive, but still. So we're gonna put them all back on the bike where we got them, being back on the exhaust where we got them. Now I see why they say the exhaust will save a lot of weight off of your bike. This thing is not the lightest. This is at least, I would guess probably at least about 25 pounds. That's my guess. I would go in there and weigh it, but I don't want to use the house weight. That's nasty, nasty. And also, I would encourage you to put this screw that came out of this plastic cover, or this metal? It's metal, my apologies. This metal screw, I would encourage you to put the screws back in this, just so you won't lose those. Make sure you tighten them, just so it won't vibrate back out. It's just one screw and a clamp. Just tighten the clamp back up, of course. If your hand doesn't look like this, hold on. If your hands isn't looking like this afterwards, you weren't doing the job correct. Now for the moment of truth, y'all. Time for the moment of truth. Time for the moment. Now it's time for the moment of truth, y'all. I honestly don't like how the exhaust looks like that, but we're still going to see how it sounds. Let's get to it. Back up some. Let me get further back so you can hear it. That thing sounds good. Holy, who knew the mufflers would take that much away? Wow, let me get y'all real. Full exhaust, y'all. I know I'm not going to keep it like this, but I need a full exhaust. I missed the sound of this because I learned on the Hayabusa it was non-stop. So riding a quiet one is like, nice. But I missed the sound, y'all. Holy shit. Y'all walk around. See, say hi, look what out there is awesome. And it's gonna be a lot lighter now, at least 50 pounds lighter. Holy shit. So, I do plan on giving y'all a ride along, but I do need to go get a haircut. So, if my barber site comes today, I will give y'all a ride along, get y'all some exhaust clips, and all that good stuff. I set this 360 up on the charger right now, so y'all get all that footage. So yeah, man, hopefully get some ride along videos and stuff. If we do, I'll catch y'all a little bit. Well, we're gonna get it regardless. Regardless if I get there, we're gonna get the clips. Y'all just stay tuned, man. Like, comment, subscribe if you haven't. This thing sounds so beautiful.